So hi guys, it's Jamie Austin Fraser here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I started trading at the age of 15. I'm now 16, and how I've embedded it into another stream of income of mine. So to get started, the brokerage I use is called eToro, not brokerage, platform I must say. Okay, and so today what I'll basically be doing you is running you through the basics of how to get an eToro and the principles of kind of how to trade at the age of 15, 16 or any other age under the age of 18, and the most profitable and sustainable way and how to do so. Now to do this you need to have a minimum deposit of £150, and when you deposit the money into the account it can take up to 3 to 5 business days to do so when the money's in the account. Now if we go on to the eToro app like this, so as you can see we're on the eToro app, and currently I'm on my portfolio, which has Beyond Me, PLTR, XRP, which is Ripple, and a person who I'm copying. Now all of these must sound like foreign language to everybody watching. What the main thing I want to tell you is that why eToro is such a platform to begin trading on is because they offer a service where you can copy the exact trades of professional traders. Now when you're going into the stock market you're going to be very confused. There's loads of things to learn, and the best thing to do is to look up these different traders that you can potentially copy, and you can replicate the same returns as them. It's absolutely a really good thing that they offer, and it's what's made me want to join eToro to do that. So I normally have about 60 to 70% of my portfolio in a copy trade. Now, the word portfolio is just the group of stocks of which you have invested in and that you have a current position in. But just to get the account set up and running, a custodial account, so basically you have to have a word with your guardian or your parents, and you have to set up the account like that and have a custodial account. As if you're under the age of 18, that's what you need to do. And so if we go on to the eToro app, as you can see there's many stocks on my watch list, and there's some stocks that I have a position in currently. As you can see in the bottom left, I have £81 available. So that is cash. That is money that I do not have in any stocks at the minute. I have £754 allocated into the stock market. I currently have £17 profit, and my equity is £853 in total. So that's if I was to close all my trades plus my cash, that's the total sum I would have. Now, so if I go on account, if you look at my stats for 2021, these are the returns I was making. I overall made a return of 10.4%. So for example, if you start off with £1,000, a 10% return is £100. Starting off trading, I experienced this thing called FOMO, fear of missing out, and I was quite a volatile and reactive trader, and it could help sometimes, and it could also be very detrimental sometimes. As you've seen, it was quite volatile, up 6%, down 9%, up nearly 20%, up 5%, then down 14%. So that is not a really sustainable way of trading. It's more day trading and swing trading, and now I look for more long-term sustainable ways of compounding and growing my account size, which I have focused on. So if you look at this, I have 50% crypto, 37% stocks. So crypto is cryptocurrencies like your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Ripple, your Cardano, and then ETFs. ETFs you might have heard before are like a collective group of stocks of which you can invest in, like the S&P 500 and the FTSE. And then so 11% is people that I've copied, and then if you look at my average trades, I have an average of 10% on Tullow Oil, which is England oil stock. Average loss 3%. So this is all probably quite confusing to you, but what I'm trying to say is when you set up an account and you want to copy someone, only copy their open trades, which is very important, unless you're told otherwise to do so on their account. So it's almost like a social media. So if I go on Nuclear Nick Dev, who I'm copying, he has a feed, and it's like a whole community in the comment section. As you see, 30 likes, 70 comments. He replies very well. He's honestly, and if you look at his returns, are a lot better than mine. So he had 112% return overall in 2020, which is double your money. In 2019, he almost 300% returned. That's 3 times. These are insane gains, guys. And because I only had 60% of my portfolio in him most of the year, and I pulled out sometimes to trade my own and try to get grasp of the market, which was my way of kind of like investing in myself and finding out what works and what doesn't. If I'm going to be a sole investor in purely just the stock market and not people. Which is something I would recommend, trying to do your own technical analysis and fundamental analysis to get a better grasp of the nature of the market and how to trade for yourself. But in just pure returns and making money here, I urge everyone to probably copy him, and well, by no means copy me. I am not in any regards a good trader. I outperformed the S&P 500 on my 10% return this year. Which I beat the market basically by 3% almost. I think the S&P returned 7.2 this year. Well, on average it does. So yeah, that is another positive that I can take from this. But the main thing when you're starting out trading is only invest what you're willing to lose, and at the same time as that, be willing to invest in yourself. Be willing to take maybe a tiny bit of risk here and there, just to have an idea of what goes wrong, what goes right, how can I prevent this, look at different risk to reward ratios, look to how I can implement different strategies into my own portfolio. Even when you download an account, you can do this thing called a virtual portfolio, as you see here. So if I go to the virtual portfolio, it gives me virtual equity of about 73 grand. That means I can trade with fake money. Now I've actually seen gurus on Instagram, I've actually seen them be like, they trade on virtual accounts with fake returns, and the whole trading and forex and option trading has such a bad stigma. It's just full of people douches who want to scam you. By no means are any of those returns realistic, and the 1% can only achieve that. And I would like to be the 1%, and I'm willing to learn, but it's not an overnight thing where you wake up, buy loads of Tesla calls and you're a millionaire. Because you could wake up and you could be $1 million in debt, just like as you seen earlier this year, a student actually was option trading, and he woke up to, I think it was 800 grand in debt, and he actually ended up killing himself. And it just shows the nature of social media and how and the stigma towards option trading and the whole forex scene. And honestly, I don't want to get involved. I never use leverage trading. I don't want to. It's too much liability for me as a 16-year-old. I don't want to lose any money that I don't have, So a leverage trading is basically borrowing money from the platform, as in eToro, and investing with more money than you have. So if you win in a trade, you win more, and if you lose in a trade, you lose more, potentially losing more than what you already have. Which is quite a dumb thing to do if you're not very experienced and you don't have a tight risk to reward ratio. And people can say you can use stop losses, and now when you use a stop loss when you're trading, it's when a percentage, if it goes below the value of which you opened the position in. For example, if your stop loss is 5%, as soon as the stock depreciates in value by 5%, it triggers the stop loss and you get pulled out of that position. And you can have quite aggressive trades. For example, I had quite a tight stop loss on this Ripple trade that I done. As you can see, I bought in here at 264. If we look in at 264, it was roughly around here, and then it's gone up since. But because of the news regarding Ripple, I had a very tight stop loss, because as you can see, if I move on my record, I can't move it. The Ripple was very volatile at the minute, so I had a very tight stop loss, and I believe it was more like a coin flip. Either I had a very tight stop loss and I'd lose 10% of a small investment of 150, well it was 60 at the time. I could lose 6% of that, or I believe, because of the volatile nature of that cryptocurrency, that if I could either lose $6, or I believe it could have quite a big return, and it would shoot up quite highly. And as you can see, oh Jesus, it's going up by the, so 40% return in 40% return in 8 days. Now that is an amazing return for me. If anybody could replicate that with a higher amount of capital in 8 days, that would be very impressive. So you know, I am getting better, and you know, if anybody who does come from this video and you know, goes in and signs up with eToro, you might feel lost, but honestly, I'm making this video because I was you at one point, and you just need to stick at it and educate yourself. There's another YouTuber called Crypto Jeb. So this YouTuber right here called Crypto Jeb, he is an amazing YouTuber. He has his own CCTA Academy. I haven't actually joined it, but I have heard good things about it. But I learn a lot of my knowledge from his free videos. He uploads a video every day, and he basically analyzes the crypto scene and the crypto market. And he does technical analysis and fundamental analysis, combines the two, and he gives his own verdict. And I've followed his strategies numerous times, and yeah, he's a great YouTuber if you want to watch. So if you want to go in and get an eToro account, go into a virtual portfolio, and this is what I urge everyone to do, and just go on watch list. And I want you to go watch Crypto Jeb, educate yourself, read books. So yeah, and just educate yourself, watch loads of videos, how to place a trade and all of this. You know, there's loads of probably better people out there, but the unique unique selling point of which I'm giving you is from the point of a 15-year-old who started it, who's now 16. There's probably a lot of people out there my age that I could potentially help with this knowledge, and you know, our minds will be a lot, and is why that I think people being our age are so easily impressionable to think certain returns are you know, accurate or are realistic, and that's why I hate the whole scene at the minute, because certain people are just ruining the whole stigma regarding trading, and there's actually, you know, ways to be profitable and sustainable in these markets, and there's proof, and I'm one of the people of proof. And you know, I mean, you can see from my results here that it is something that is you know, a passive income. As you can see, I'm up £23, and most of these trades were placed within a week. So you know, I want to roughly make about, I want to grow my account size, so my equity is at 60. I'd like to grow my account size to probably 1.2 grand to 1.8 grand, somewhere in between there by next year, and maybe even more as I get more experience. But yeah, there's certain different ways to trade, and I just urge, you know, it is quite, it's definitely an income where you don't feel like you're doing much work, but when you do the work, it is it's very brain straining when you do put in the work. So it's it has its ups and downs, definitely. Actions and my returns this year and my account size, which you know, is quite transparent, and not many people will show certain things. But because I'm 16 and there's many teenagers out there who might not know what to do and where to go, because there's loads of people out there that would be willing to take advantage and capitalize off of your lack of knowledge, potentially selling you courses that might not work, wanting to trade for you with a fee, wanting to do money flips. All of these are, you know, you need to really tread these waters carefully, and I just want to offer something for free. I'm not going to gain anything from this, and I just want to be completely transparent and help people out there who, you know, want to financially benefit themselves. And you know, it might be slow growth and slow returns, but account sizes can grow and compound, and that's the powerful key with the stock market. I outperformed the S&P 500 this year, but if you were to invest, let's say, £500 a month into the S&P 500, if you have you know, a good job, a stable income, and you had that type of capital to do that, you know, in 30 to 40 years, that could be 6, even 7 figures, you know, from the power of compound interest. And you know, I just want to take these key aspects away. Download eToro, go onto the virtual portfolio, look up Crypto Jeb, look up many other ways of able to place trades, execute trades, different strategies. And if you guys are interested in this type of video again, I will for sure upload something again, going a bit more in depth, giving you the best knowledge I possibly can. And if you want any other type of content regarding any other types of streams of income a teenager can make, well then be sure to smash that like button, comment below, and please guys turn on that notification button. It would really help. And if everybody watching this video is interested in my clothing brand, the link is in the description, as long as my Instagram and my website. So thanks guys for watching this video, and I wish you the best. Thank you very much.